and welcome back to Saber Outdoors. My name, of course, is Mark Alexander, your wonderful host. And today we are reviewing a reel. We have the Lews Speed Cast, not a on top of the rod, but an underspin. A spinning rod, spinning setup. I'm not sure what underspin. Underspin's what they call it, guys. Never claim to be an expert. We're functional, not professional on this channel. So guys, we're going to be testing this out. We picked this up at Paul's Discount in Somerset. Very, very nice people. Very wonderful to me in every way I could say for it. I very much would suggest anyone to go visit their shop. Very, very nice place to be. Just wanted to add that in because people that are nice to me, I want to be more nice to them. Guys, you treat me good, I'm gonna treat you better. But guys, let's see what the reel's got on it. So this is only 6 ounces. This is super light. 4.4 to 1 gear ratio. Now I would expect a slower ratio out of an ultralight reel like this one. It's spooled right now with 125 yards of 4-pound line. Guys, for the video today, we're going to leave that line on there. We're not going to change that. But in the future, I probably will go up to 6-pound line. It's just something I feel more comfortable with. But today, we're going to go with 4-pound line. Let's see if there's any more information on the back. So, it's got an aluminum cone. It says it's already spooled. A combat thumb grip bar and paddle knob. So the paddle knob, it's referring to the handle on the back. Dual stainless steel line pickup pins. So it's got two pins as it's going around to pick up the line. Adjustable for left and right hand. And that's more or less a standard thing, but they do list it as an option. Guys, let's get it open. Let's look it over. So, I know of at least one of you out here that has had a poor experience with these, and I'm wondering if this unit will be like what you described to me, because they did not describe this unit very well, but I always make my own decisions and my own determinations, and I want you to do the exact same and put them down in those comments. I don't mind if somebody disagrees with me. What I do mind if somebody just flat out attacks me. Guys, disagreements are humanity. We don't have to agree on every little peon thing throughout all of eternity. But guys, if you watch this to the end and you say, well, I thought it was pretty good, or I thought it was pretty terrible, put it down in the comments. We'll talk about it. But let's get it out here to look at it. So let's, all right, we're almost there. So, okay, we got it. Throw the packaging. So, we've got our line here on a tab, so we don't have to thread our line. Thank you, Jesus. I'm gonna undo our little knob and turn our thing out and kind of see how it feels. Okay. Just had to get it lined up, and let's get it on. Okay, cool. So let's get some line out and we'll reel it just a little bit. So it feels pretty okay. Doesn't feel, awkward in any way. Now let's see. Let's check something out real quick. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see if this will hold itself, or let me take this right here. Guys, I got junk everywhere. But I'm gonna see if I can hold this. Yes, I can. So if you need to hold your stuff, this does hold. Holds good enough that the piece actually falls off. So that's a nice thing. That's one feature that I do like in a, what most people would call a push button rod, a spin cast rod. I do like that feature where you can press the button and it immediately stops. But guys, we've talked enough about this thing. We've looked at it enough. Let's actually get out and go use it. All right, guys, we've made it to our pond, and we've got our rig on a pole. This is just a old, cheap Shakespeare rod that I happen to have laying around. 4.5 foot long. You know, it's not a great big rod. Be a good traveling rod, though. And we're not trying to reinvent the wheel today. We're just using a bobber and a worm. So, let's get it in there and see if we can catch one. Just an idea of what conditions we're dealing with. Of course, it's overcast as all get out, but it's supposed to be in the high 40s, low 50s for today. So that's why we went the worm route, because we're gonna have a tough enough time catching fish today. I don't want to make it no tougher than it has to be. I will admit, it's kind of awkward to throw this thing. You know, I'm so used to, you know, undo the bail and all the things. You know, this one, you just pull that little trigger and you can hold it just like you can with a spin cast and just throw it. And that time I actually even pushed the button to stop it before it hit the other side. I think that is a fish on, baby, fish on. I love fighting bluegill on light tackle. It is like trying to bring in a tarpon. Well, guys, that's a pretty nice bluegill. I mean, that's probably, what? Get a little more than my hand. But, guys, we're going to get a picture for the gram and be right back with the release. Well, thank you there, Mr. Bluegill, for giving us a little bit of fun. You go back and tell your friends, I'm here. And guys, let's wipe our hands off in some grass. He was nice enough to leave us some bait. So we're just gonna, all right, we're gonna straighten everything up. We're gonna go back after it. Yep, he just barely was moving it, but I got him. He got it pretty good down in there, but thankfully I'm using a cricket hook, so there we go. Nice little old fish. But you ain't quite as big as the last one. Tell your mama I'm coming. There he goes. He got confused, ran right back at me. Now he too left us some bait. So let's see how many more we can pick up on our same worm tail. Yep. That is a nice one right there. Yeah, that's better than the last one. That is an awesome one. Man alive. I can lip that sucker. Look at him. Let's get him off the hook right quick. Oh, well, he just fell off. Guys, look at this mondo fish. Sweet. Well, guys, let's get this picture for the gram. I wonder if there's a safe way to wash him off. I guess he's just gonna have to be dirty. Well, guys, we've got our pictures, so we're gonna send this big guy back. See you, man. Ba-dunk. Guys,
I think that's pretty awesome. And he left us our bait, so let us once again go throw in and fish for a while longer. Guys, I could stand out here and play with bluegill and probably be able to eke out another 3 or 4 fish, but I'm gonna throw on some artificial and see how this setup here does with like a little crankbait. All right, guys, so we've got the little teeny tiny Yozuri snap bean. You can see it's like hardly even big as my thumbnail. Let's see how this thing throws it. So, okay, first cast, not very far. Well, that snap bean looks great in the water. By the way, we've actually got an entire Yozuri video if you all wanted to go see that. I'll put it in the description. But it throws it really nicely. All right, guys, so that ends our fishing mission for the day. We caught 3 nice bluegill. That last one in particular was really nice. It was nice enough I just lipped him and got me a nice picture with him. Guys, as far as this setup, the whole thing, this rod is a flip-floppy, super ultralight rod. It's great fun for bluegill, for trout, for small bass. It's a nice little pond rod. I have caught bigger fish with it, but you can definitely tell. I mean, it's very, very flip-floppy. The reel, our subject for today, the reel did really good. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I found myself reaching for the bail ever so often whenever I was working with this, because you know it's a spinning rod. I'm used to a spinning setup with a bail and the whole 9, but this did really well for me. A couple of times I had a little wild, like, woo, kind of everywhere cast, but that's more so because I just don't use this short of a rod and this style of setup that regular anymore. There was a time where this was my only setup and I used this for everything. But anyways, as far as the reel goes, it worked really good. The fish that we caught, you know, didn't have any issues with those, even though we had a large bluegill there at the end. I would change this line. I'm gonna probably in the future have this with 6-pound line on it. The 4-pound did the job today. You know, we didn't lose any fish, we didn't lose any lures, but I can already feel little nicks in this where we've, you know, had it through trees, but bushes, various other things. Where we've used the setup, there are some spots in this that make me wonder how strong this really is. But drag was smooth. I mean, you saw when we were fishing, you know, the drag came out really nicely for us. The 4.4 to 1 reel feels slow to me, but that's because, again, I'm not used to this style of reel, this size of reel. I'm used to a bass setup with like 7 to 1 to even as high as my 10 to 1 world's fastest reel. But would I buy this again for the $20 that I spent? Yes, I think I would. I'm gonna upgrade this to have 6-pound line on it, and this is probably going to be my ultralight setup to go hiking with, to go fishing for crappie, for bluegill, for trout. This is going to be that setup, and I think it's going to be a good one for me. And speaking of good things, it would be a good thing if you subscribed, because we're pushing for 1,000 subscribers, and I know most of you are not subscribed. Why aren't you subscribed? All it takes is a little tick, and you can be subscribed and help me reach the goals that this channel's supposed to do. But guys, just do all the YouTube things beyond subscribing. Please like, share, subscribe. Again, subscribe. Hit that bell notification, leave comments, all that other stuff. And thank you so very much for watching. We'll see you somewhere in the woods or on the water.